out again?
No. You know how the water's starting to smell like pig shit? Well, I'm breathing that.
Ugh, that's nasty.
Facts.
The flooding must have overflowed the hog farm sewage again. Your house might have got caught on that away, where the river bends down. But you'll have to go over two-toed Tom's stomping grounds to get there.
Oh, shit. Ain't there another way around?
But we was gonna have to deal with all manners of critters, darling. The straightest way to your mama is through there. Oh, and try not to get AIDS.
There goes my ride.
Time to fill the bottle and deal with that giant gator.
Hi everybody, so it's K Money Art 7 and I'm here today with you guys because I'm going to do a kind of mini cosplay, but today I'm going to be doing it as the main RPG girly herself, Hazel from South of Midnight. So yeah, so this is Hazel. Ignore the ring light, but yeah. So I'm super excited. I'm gonna try to do it kind of arcane style just because if you look at her highlights and her like contour, it's very kind of almost arcane. It is definitely its own art style. But yeah, it's still got that 3D kind of real highlights and real kind of lowlights. So I'm super excited. But yeah, so I'm gonna be pausing, stopping, going back, pausing, stopping, going back. Because last time I tried to record everything all the way through, my video was like an hour and 30 minutes. And I was like, YouTube was like, girl, figure out something else because you're not gonna be able to post on that. At least my storage and my software was like that. So, but yeah, so I'm excited for you guys to see the process of how I do my girl Hazel justice. Let me look at her. Oh, she looks so good. Ignore the time because it is nighttime, so that's also why it's dark and stuff. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's kind of like this, just so you guys can kind of get the idea. I'm trying to get away from the ring light. But yeah, so let's kind of get started because it's gonna take me a minute. So it's kind of how you know your skin is hydrated. You'll like kind of feel it. It bounces back. If it's not bouncing back, then you need to add more moisturizer, or possibly go to a dermatologist, which is okay because I've been to a dermatologist too, and that's how I know I had coined eczema at one point. But yeah. So yeah, this is one layer. I'm gonna come back after I do both. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with my favorite ColourPop Hyaluronic Hydrating Foundation. Pretty fresh. So I actually got this on sale at Ulta and I'm here for it. Like Ulta every single day, I'm telling y'all. But yeah, so this is it. It's in the shade medium 110W. So yeah. So you're just gonna take it, apply the product. At least I apply the product behind the hand. A lot of girlies do too. So you can see how much you're using and, you know, not waste it. Because these products are expensive, so no one's trying to run through them like that. I took this, I got an RT sponge. I got this, I think, Walgreens. But you can get it, I think, Amazon, anywhere, it's cheap. It's already used. And then I'll take it, right? Oh, I'm still waiting for my skin to dry. Since she has such deep shadows and stuff, I'm actually not gonna put my orange concealer. If anybody knows, like I have really bad dark under circles and a crease right here, so that's why I put on orange to conceal it. I heard you can do green sometimes if you want it to look a little bit lighter as well. It just depends on your skin tone, but for me it's supposed to be red. Like, I mean, not red, orange. Sometimes red, and if I do red, it's gonna be a little too dark on me, so I usually just use orange. So yeah, that's really it. So I'm just gonna I'm still waiting for my, hold on. Oh, it's sticky, y'all. That's the primer, by the way. That's the primer. Okay, so put the product on. You're gonna see me kind of go really close. Or matter of fact, I'll show you guys first. I kind of just go here. I learned this from my fellow Asian sisters. A lot more makeup people pat as well, but I've seen them do it a lot, and that's kind of where I learned the technique. But, so yeah, you see that? Or you're probably like, girl, trust me, you want your face to be beat. So I'm gonna come back fully beat. And, you know, just pat it, y'all. Like, I would love to walk y'all through it, like, slip detail by detail, but I have ADHD, and, like, let me tell y'all, the videos are long. Like, they're literally, like, a whole 2 hours, and I just can't put the storage up on YouTube with that much stuff, so. But you got this. Just pat, 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 everywhere. Everywhere. Just skin, all the above. Okay, This is my face fully beat. Yeah, you know, fully beat, you know. You can see I still kind of have some more, so I'll probably go one more coat, just kind of more closer to the eyes, just one. And I'm not gonna be too heavy. It's not gonna be too heavy. But yeah, so this is kind of the beat. You wanna look like you literally are nothing. I'm just gonna use this HD powder. It was literally like cheap. I got from the beauty world. Like, when I say cheap, I got from the beauty store. So yeah, and it's in the color. I don't know what color is this. Ruby Kiss ingredients. Y'all, I know it's from the beauty store. It's only got the color shade, but it's gonna be like an orangish kind of tint. I don't want to go any lighter just because she's a little bit more melanated, so it's a little bit more even and balanced. So I'm gonna try to go for this instead of doing the white powder because I feel like it'll be too white. At least not for. I'll probably do it after, but not for this part. So yeah. So just put this over your face. Oh, flies. Let me show you how to do it. Like, not saying I don't know how to do it, but I'm gonna just go ahead and. So I still dumped the product basically on the back of my hand. It can be messy, so I suggest getting like a trash can below you or whatever, unless you're organized. But I spill like a lot, so I put like that much product. I'm trying to get this go. That product. And then I just put it on the back of my hand. You see, it's making this kind of orange tint, and I thought that's gonna really glisten for Hazel. So then I'm just tapping my hand. Got the product up there. I'm just gonna go all over the face. It's a little crazy, but I feel like it's gonna pay off, so we're gonna try it. So this is kind of it. Now right now it's giving Oompa Loompa, okay? It's giving Oompa Loompa, okay? And I say that with all respect to people who may be orange, which I don't think anybody is, but who knows? So yeah, look at that. So you can see the difference, but if we're talking about Hazel, I kind of like it though a little bit that it's a little orange. She's not orange, y'all. She's just melanated, so she's like a mix between colors. But she seems very analogous. I can never say that word, even when I went to art school. Analogous colors. So that usually just means they're colors right next to each other. So she's giving like a yellow orange red kind of vibe. But the lighting I would say is definitely what's kind of catering towards that. So because in the game there's different lightings, whole thing. But so we're gonna let this sit just for a couple seconds, and then we're gonna brush it off because it is given Oompa Loompa. Like, your girl is, look at that. But it's okay. But yeah, so just give it a couple seconds and then just brush it off. So I waited not too long, so now I'm just gonna use my brush. I'm just gonna brush off the excess. Y'all, I still can't see, so you're gonna see me come close up this mirror. But yeah, so we're just gonna try to brush it. Try to see if we can get it a little bit not as orange, which, I mean, I'm gonna go back in with concealer, so that will kind of get rid of that. And plus I have a really wet nose and she has a strong contour, so I'm trying to get it to where my contour will work as well. Because yeah, your girl contour does not stay on nose because I have a wet, oily T-spot. It really isn't even on my forehead. Like, when I say my T-spot is literally just my nose, Like, it'd be sweating like a mug here, and then here it's just like, oh, I mean, we're fine. My nose is like, yeah, we're drenched. So, but yeah, so just brush off the excess. Just get a nice big fluffy brush and try to get off any extra powder, any extra creases, and try to just move that product everywhere and get it out the way. Perfect. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows next. So I'm gonna show you guys in a second for the brows. So I'm using the e.l.f. eyebrow brush pencil. It is Instant Lift Brow, and it is in the color Deep Brown. I'm gonna go back in with some black just because it's a character. So sometimes you want to be a little dramatic, you know what I mean? I don't want to go out looking like a natural baddie. Like, I need to look like Hazel, and Hazel and I don't look exactly the same. So that's what's fun about makeup, is you can make yourself look like somebody. So I just brushed mine up, you know what I mean? Her eyebrows aren't super thick. They got a little roundness to them, a little more fullness than mine do. She definitely has thicker tails than I do. And her slit, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know, I'm not moving my slit. I'm not shading my eyebrows. I don't care how much the views, how much the clicks. I'm not just going to, I mean, I will like on other days, but I want it to be because of me, not because I'm trying to be Hazel, which I love Hazel. I'm trying to be Hazel right now. But I'm still love being me. And I made this slit a minute ago, and I like that it's kind of this way. Hers is straight down, but that's okay. We're still gonna kind of make it work. So yeah, that's it. So I just go by the picture. I tried it earlier, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, I did try it I attempted it earlier just to see and play around with it. But yeah, hers are kind of like straight, and then they come straight down. So I'm gonna make it a little bit dramatic, more than I did the first time, just because, again, I'm trying to look like her. So let's do it. So these are the eyebrows. I'll kind of show you guys some more. I'll try to get it better because I know y'all are like, but girl, I need you to show me. Okay, but basically, so I kind of, instead of just doing it like this, where my natural eyebrow is, I'm kind of just going up, since Hazel is kind of more like a line. So I'm just taking it and just kind of going up and down, and then just kind of making it thin, because she actually does have a thin tail. So I think that's really cool, because I actually have naturally thin tails too. I don't know if that's an all black girls kind of thing, but I don't think so. I've seen some really great thick eyebrows all the way through. So yeah, they're a little bit dramatic, but again, we're trying to look like her. So I'm probably gonna make it a little less curvy and a little bit more pointy. Let me see. And then her inner part, oh my gosh, I'm trying to make sure, is pretty thick, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish. But her eyes meet like here, so I'm not gonna do the full like I usually do. I'm just gonna kind of trace it. Y'all, it's so hard when I can't barely see. And just kind of like that. That's why I like to do it off camera, y'all. Ah! Okay, that's fine. Let me look in here. Okay, yeah, it's right about here. Yeah, they're like bold, y'all. Like, so yeah, I'm going a little bit. Maybe not that big. Okay, no, not that big. It's actually more thick around her tail over here. So I'm gonna actually kind of fix that. And it really gets thin at the end. So I'm gonna try to fix it over here and make it thick over here. And just really kind of thicken this out. Perfect. So yeah, now we're gonna go here and kind of just, her eyebrows kind of go boom, boom. Like they're not as close as mine are, so I'm kind of draw it. So that way I can kind of get it. Okay, and then it's a little bit more square than that, so I'm gonna go in. I use makeup wipes. You can use whatever facial cleanser you have, or Q-tips, whatever, if you want to be really, really, really particular. And it's okay if you wipe off some of that powder, because like I said, we're gonna go ahead and still put concealer around here anyways. And then I just want to square it out just a tiny bit, just because, yeah. And then her eyebrows are more straight than mine, which is hard right now. So I'm actually gonna go kind of under a little, and also kind of try to straighten it out just a little bit, because her eyebrows again are kind of straight. So it's gonna be really, like, I don't want to say hard, but definitely different for me. So I'm trying to get them as straight and square as possible. Straight, square, thin tips. You guys are kind of probably fans too, so I would definitely just kind of look toward the game for more reference. So yeah, and then like I said, the top part is thick, so just the tail is thin. So I'm really working hard to try to get it as much as hers. See, I think that's pretty accurate. I'll add a little bit more thickness right here, but yeah, it's definitely pretty accurate. And then right here is actually, like I said, pretty thin, so I'm trying to get that thin. Okay, cool. So, yeah. Now I'm gonna fill them in a little bit more, even though they already look crazy to me, but it's gonna look unnatural just because, you know, this isn't everyday makeup. This is kind of like a cosplay. So, you know, it's not gonna really be basic makeup. It's more about art and trying to get it as much like her as, you know, you think she looks like, you know what I mean? Because everybody's perspective, beauty perspective, just like it's you know what I mean, it's individual. Like, not everybody's gonna feel like everybody looks good, like, and that's okay. It's in the eye of the beholder. That was some true-ish that the older generation got right. So one thing at least. But yeah, so you see how this one's a little bit sharper, so I'm gonna try to kind of clean this one up just a little bit. Just try to, because I'm really trying to get it to be just like her. Let me look at the picture for reference again. Y'all, I've been going back and forth with the picture. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much it. This one's kind of perfect, so I'm gonna try to kind of get this one. Honestly, her eyebrows aren't perfect. It kind of looks like this, to be honest. Or one's like kind of like that, so you kind of see, just so you guys can kind of see. Oh, it's so funny. And then again, I'm trying to make it as straight as possible. Your girl just don't have straight brows, so we're just gonna kind of fake it till you make it and really get it kind of as straight as I can. Like, that's more her eyebrows, mine are, as you can see, a little more tilt to them, but that's okay. We're gonna make it work. So yeah, we'll see what we're gonna do next. Let me brush it out actually. So I'm just gonna kind of take it and brush it out a little bit. She's a character, so her eyebrows are pretty filled. So some people will do eyeliner for strokes, but I think this is pretty on the money. Her hair's a little bit browner right in this picture. So I think the brown that I'm using works versus me using black. But again, use what you want. Just so it kind of is a little bit more blended. And then I'm gonna go back in with the pencil. color in a little bit more. Just a little bit, because like I said, it's kind of really stubborn. And then we're gonna get closer to that line that we made. And then now we're really gonna figure out, like, because her eyebrows got like this cute little hump. So I'm gonna try my best to make the hump a reality. And yeah. And then right here, I can see that's kind of more where it's at. So I'm gonna, well, no, because that kind of curves, but I guess it curves a little bit up. So I'm gonna try my best to get as close as I can. Just to the other one as well. So I'm pressing kind of hard. All right, I think that's a little bit more accurate. So it's kind of how that was, like, very pungent, but it's a video game character, so they're supposed to be a little pungent. Okay, and then I'm gonna clean up just a little bit in the middle, just because, like I said, hers aren't this close, so I'm really gonna try to push them. It's gonna be super hard, y'all, because my natural eyebrow, I think, does start there. So I'm still gonna, but we're still gonna try just to get it as accurate as I can. So I'm just kind of going an up-down motion, and then yeah, and then I will go back in and kind of try to fill it out a little bit. Oh, Lord. Okay. Yeah. And just a little bit. Perfect. Try to get them as straight as possible. So we're going to go back in because you can see my natural eyebrows. Like, you'll see them right here. It's my natural hair. So, I don't really look like I look right now. Okay. We're going to fix that, though. So, once you get the eyebrows kind of how you're liking. Let me see. I feel like hers are a little bit thinner. Let me see. Let me make sure. They're a little bit thin on the inside, so I am gonna kind of finesse it a little bit more. So, like I said, it's just super hard because your girl's eyebrows are kind of low-key, I don't want to say opposite, but just a little different. So I'm trying to get them as straight as I can. Oh, Hazel, whoever did your eyebrows made that kind of hard. But yeah, it kind of goes thin, thick, and then thin. I don't know who was on the character design team when they said let's do that, but you're hilarious. So it's kind of more thinner than that, and the thinness is kind of more up here, so I'm gonna try to really, it's supposed to be thin and thick, so not be spending 30 minutes on the freaking eyebrows. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. And then it kind of gets, like I said, thick, like pretty thick. Like this one actually was pretty thick. I don't know how they did her eyebrows. Let me see. This one's perfect. I don't know what it is about this one. This one just looks, it's giving. But this other one, it's so weird. They kind of made her other eyebrow like different, I feel like. But I'm gonna just leave it just because I think it's good enough. You're not gonna be perfect, so don't be like me and try to overthink it. So we're gonna leave it like this. I think this is good. I think this is clean. I think it's giving pungent. I think it's giving Hazel. So moving on. My part, contour. So I'm gonna come back with the contour stuff. I'm using the contour Nick Ack New York. This is from the beauty store. Mineral Stick Foundation. Oh, y'all can't see nothing. Oh. And yeah, this is what it looks like. It's in the shade Chocolate. And we're about to go ham. So Hazel actually doesn't do, this is kind of where like the arcane is like kind of referred and like kind of inspired part of it, but it's not fully her. So to be more specific, her contour kind of, she doesn't do like the strong contour on the nose. It's kind of more like a Duyan contour style. So it's kind of like right here, and then right here, and then right here, and then she has some on her nose. So let me show you all again, just kind of so we're on the same page. So you can kind of see she's got some contour kind of built up around here, and then she's kind of got some, y'all can't see nothing, I don't know why I'm saying that, but yeah, just so y'all see again. But we're gonna try to do that contour, so it gave me a minute to do a little bit of marking because I want to make sure I got it crisp before I start it, because, you know. But don't be too afraid, because the contour is like the least of our worries so far right now. So yeah, it's killing me. So this, what is this chin right now? Okay, I'm gonna make it a little less like prominent, like crimson chin, and like come down a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna go like this and just kind of really get that shape that Hazel's got. It's kind of like a U, maybe. Okay, yeah. Cool. This is crazy. So yeah, it said to blend it a little bit, so we're gonna kind of try to blend it. I've never put this much contour on in my life, so this is actually really exciting for me. Like, never. And I'm just gonna go down. I promise it's not gonna be that video, y'all. I know you're probably like, girl, that's too much. That is not your shade. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. And that's kind of low-key the point, because she doesn't look real. Like, she's a 3D animated character, so she's got lots of lighting, lots of different tints. It's kind of crazy. Like, I actually animate. I am an animator, so I can promise y'all, like, it's not as easy as it looks. But we're gonna fix it, I promise. We're not gonna be walking out here looking like this. Like, we're gonna add highlights and stuff to bring back that to bring back her cheekbones and her natural like face. I just had to get this part looking good, because apparently, like, you know what I mean, gotta contour to the gods. So I'm just gonna come down. I'm also gonna put my glasses on, because like I said, I can't see y'all, so I want to make sure that I'm not looking crazy. I'm usually pretty good with it, but still. I'm just gonna go out the ears a little bit, kind of to the back a little bit. I'm totally gonna mess up my jewelry, but it's okay. And it does come up a little bit, like I said, so we're just gonna try to see if we can pat it up a little bit. See, now I need a tiny bit there, so I'm just gonna do a little boop. There you go. See, a little circle. That might have been a bit better to do. And then when I do my blending, I'm just patting, you guys. I didn't know if y'all had questions about that, but I am just patting. I'm not like smearing. So I'm just kind of patting, really trying to get right here, because like you said, she's got more of a chiseled face. Like, you see how it's already kind of popping out at you because I have a really deep shade. So, but yeah, I promise it's not gonna be one of those videos, y'all. So, you know, I'm just kind of going in and patting like crazy. Pat, 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 pat. I don't know what this thing was. That was funny though. I was sitting here, I'm like, oh snap, I didn't even know she had that, like, this little chin thing. But we gonna pop off, okay? Because sis is still beautiful. Sis is still a goddess. So we gonna just trying to kind of blend that out. Because like I said, your girl ain't got no, I ain't got high cheekbones. So, you know what I mean? My girl's blessed. I might smear it a little bit on this side, because she's kind of coming off. I don't know why it's doing that. It's weird. Okay. Maybe I'm picking up too much product, pushing a little too hard. So I guess push a little bit lighter. I'm a little heavy-handed, so I could see how that happened. But yeah, just a little bit. And it said not to blend it out all the way, so I think I'm gonna stop. I think that's why she probably said not to blend it out all the way, at least for the arcade makeup. So I'm gonna do a little boom, just to get that color back that I picked up, I guess. And just really kind of, yeah. See, it's already kind of coming out better, you know what I mean? It's not as harsh as it first was, because y'all, when I saw this, I said, yo, I've never done blush like this. I mean, I've never done contour like this. It was really crazy. But crazy's okay. But yeah, just keep blending. Not too much, like she said, because it is, I see what she's saying, it's kind of picking up product, like right here. So, I don't know what's going on with that, but I'm gonna just swoop. I don't even care. At this point, right? Like, I already got like so much on my face. So we're just gonna kind of blend it out again. Like I said, I want it to be pretty accurate depiction. So I'm trying my best to like step out my comfort zone, because I don't want to say a soft girl makeup girly. Like, well, no, I'm gonna say that. I'm a little bit like, I don't want to say softer, but I don't push as harsh on looks, you know what I mean? But, and I'm not a professional, I'm not a makeup artist, but your girl, you can do anything you put your mind to. Like, you don't have to have a license. That's kind of colonial mindset, but whatever. I mean, don't be working on people with no license, but you know what I mean? If you're doing it on yourself, you're playing around, like, yeah, you don't have to say I'm a professional, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got it. All right, so now we're gonna just really get this neck, because it's already looking kind of crazy. So I'm gonna try to kind of really get that contour going. Okay, cool. And just really get my ears. And just Okay, and then she said to do the same for up here, so I'm just gonna kind of go in and pat. She really has more of a triangle thing going on with her nose, but I don't know what's going on with that. So I'm just gonna kind of get right here, especially since I missed that spot. So you can see it's kind of already harsh. I would try not to blend right here because it's harsh right there. Like when we both look at the picture, she has like a harsh line right here from the animation, from the 3D modeling. So I'm just gonna go ahead and try to get it as blended as I can without like messing that up too much. So yeah. If you need to get a little bit more in detail, I would definitely get a smaller brush. I'm just kind of messing around. I don't really care that much. Okay. But now I do. So I'm going to go ahead and get my other brush. Where are you hiding, brush? Yeah, just keep blending it softly. Leave the harsh lines if you don't want to completely blend. Like right here, I would stay away from blending where the lines are, but definitely blend everything. Okay, so you'll see that it's pretty blended. Y'all, it looks so crazy. Okay, that's okay. Let me see. I might do a little bit more around the forehead, but we'll see. Sorry, y'all. My music playing when I'm like in between sets. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do just a tiny bit more contour, just a tiny bit, just a little bit, not too much, just because I think I blended it a little too harshly. So we're just definitely gonna. This is a different brush, by the way. This is a flat brush. Sometimes I'll use my flat brush, but this is my real, like, this is the contour brush. Like, these things are amazing. I got this one from Five Below. But yeah, so just a little bit, because it is looking a little, yeah, cool. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with a medium, like closer to your shade concealer. So don't get the super light one out yet. Get a closer to your shade one. And this one is actually more of my shade, and this is the NYX Pro Fix Stick. Love this thing. Concealer, yada yada yada. What's the color? And the color is a nutmeg. Nutmeg. Sorry, y'all. I've been in the South for like 6 years now, and it's changing me. It's changing me. So it's kind of really light here. So let me figure out how I'm gonna map it, and then I'll show you guys the map and how I did it. So I did my light spots here. So if you'll see on Hazel's face, it's kind of trying to make like a, how do I explain it? Like a diamond right here. So you see how I kind of pinched it. So I have a little bit of light concealer here, a little bit of concealer here. I did put a tiny bit there, but you don't have to. You can do the nose at the end, above her chin, and then that's really it. So I'm gonna blend this out. Yeah. But I'm gonna use a little teeny baby brush to blend it out. So give me a second, I'm gonna go grab it. So this is the HD Pro Concealer. This is the color Porcelain. But yeah, so I'm gonna map it out, and then after I map it out, I'll show you guys kind of what I did and explain why I did what I did. So I figured out the marking, I think. So I did it kind of, again, emphasizing that shadow right here, like this. I put a little bit there, but I don't really like it, just because, again, it's a little bit light. So I'm going to kind of contour just a little bit more, again, maybe, I don't know. Just because it's supposed to be kind of blended. So I'm just going to go in with a little bit more here and here. And I'm just going to blend it a little bit. I'm just going to blend it over the nose. Kind of like a baddie nose when you get the job. There we go. So that's a little bit better. A little more cohesive. So yeah. So now we did that. Now like you said, we're still going to put it like kind of right here in the middle. And then like a little bit here just to get that. Of course it's a little hard to say. Yeah, there we go. Just to really get those highlights of the face. Her thing's right here. So I have it right there. And then her bottom part is like, that's what I love, is like a low. And I like that as low. So it's like right here. Perfect. And I'm just going to kind of put a little bit more just so I can really get, and then she's really got like a defined part right there, and then she's definitely got more defining on her nostrils. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then like I said, she really has a pungent little slit going on right here. So I really want to go in with a darker shade, but it's okay. Kind of where that diamond is, it's like dark right here. So I'm gonna try to get it as close as I can. So kind of how hers is. So you'll see me kind of going up here. I'm also gonna do the same thing on the other side, just so we can kind of fool people into thinking I kind of have her exact nose. So yeah, perfect. It's still got a little hill to it too, so we're just gonna kind of heal. There you go. That's good enough. All right, now you're gonna take your brush and you're gonna blend these spots as well. If it's dirty, use a brush. Like me, I mean, it's kind of cohesive, I don't really care. So I'm just gonna kind of go a little bit with it, not too much. Hers really kind of goes like this, so I'm gonna kind of move that out of the way. It's more straight down, kind of like this. So I'm just gonna kind of blend that up. Yeah, this looks crazy. I think it's gonna work out well, because you know that's a little crazy. I'm blending this part a little bit out, a little bit more, because it's not super harsh, and brush this out a little bit out, because it's not super harsh. Definitely on the lip. It's a little harsh for my liking. And then yeah, just gonna. And then just a little bit more here and a little bit more here. And I think I'm gonna do one line in the middle. Okay, cool. I think it's getting hazel. Okay, gosh. Okay, so now here, like I said, just don't blend it out too much. As you can see, it's already kind of dry anyway, so you don't think you'll have to worry about that really. And then I just did a little bit of the inner corner. How does that already kind of deep into my skin? That's fine. So we're just gonna do a little bit more here, and then like I said, it's kind of like right here, like right in that kind of egg yolk saw area. So yeah, no, just don't blend it too much, I guess, but just enough. So yeah. And then I'm gonna leave this highlight kind of in the middle of the eye, just because you know her eyes right here are actually really light, because it kind of blends into that part. So I'm just gonna kind of try to blend it, and then again with this part, we're just gonna kind of blend it a little bit. It's supposed to be like that. And I'm actually gonna take, I think, my beauty blender brush and get the rest. Oh, okay, I got it. Blue brush. And I'm just gonna kind of. Let me see underneath the eyebrows. I didn't even check underneath the eyebrows, y'all. Let me see. I don't think she had any too strong. Yeah, she actually has a strong prominent brown line on the bottom. Not on the top, but I am gonna go in it for the slit, just because I want it to look more like hers. So we're gonna kind of, and hers actually is a little bit more like that. So I'm definitely gonna kind of just, you know what I'm saying, just drape it down. You see how it's like, see how I did it? Yeah. And you want it to be prominent, just because you know that's one of her like character features, I guess. And then I'm just gonna blend this one a little bit. Maybe my favorite part just because it's a, I don't want to blend it too much right here because it's a light spot. So I'm really trying to get it light. Yeah. And then she's not gonna blend too much. I'm trying not to blend too much. Y'all, it's so hard. So yeah, I'm gonna just leave it because if I mess with it anymore, it's gonna go bad. I'm definitely gonna still blend this part at the top just a little bit, and then I'm definitely gonna hit this right here. She's definitely got a bright spot right here. Okay, cool. Yo, it's kind of crazy. Okay, on to the next step, which I think is gonna say is more concealer. Let me gather myself because it's so hard. Okay, so I'm gonna get my lip a little bit more and just get like right here where the Cupid's bow is for her. So the Cupid's bow is me and Hazel have like identical actually, but I will say her upper lip has a little bit more of a curvature, so I'm gonna add a little bit extra emphasis on that. So I'm gonna try to go. I'm gonna overline my lips with concealer. So I'm going, like you can see I'm going, she's like really a cute little Cupid's bow, like hers really kind of curves. So I'm just gonna, that's why I'm overdrawing. Yes. And then hers, yeah, it's a lot better. So hers comes out just a little bit more, so that's why, so yeah. I'm gonna blend that a little bit into the lip, just a wee bit. Just because I gotta go back over it, so I don't want it to be too milky when I have to go back over it to really make her lips more hazel. But yeah. Y'all look crazy, I look crazy. That's okay. So we're just gonna kind of blend this a little bit more. And I actually think I'm gonna get a little bit more on the forehead. It's not enough contour sometimes, so you know, just go one more round. And let me see. Oh, she don't have like that. Like I got a big ass forehead. She's my image, but this ain't for kids. I got a big ass forehead. So I'm just gonna really do it again, just because you know I want it to look more like her. So I'm gonna try to blend it in a little bit more onto the face. And there we go. Just so it's a little bit more hazel. Okay, cool. I don't know why it's saying not good on my cheekbones. Maybe it's sweet. I don't know, but it's okay. Talking about this, if you guys wanted to know, I don't know why it's doing that. So. But I'm just gonna keep reapplying stuff because it knows it shouldn't be doing that. Like, you know what you're supposed to be doing makeup, like you do. I am using the cheap beauty one, so tell you why. But we're gonna go back in anyways. But still, like, do your job. Do your job. Like, see, this one fixed. Now this one's kind of still like, yes. And I probably blended it too much too. And I said I have my hand, so I try to go a little bit later, and then like try to kind of go like this. Y'all, this don't even feel right. It don't even look right. But like I said, I want to look like her. So. Why does it look like blackface? Okay, hold on. I'm trying to fix it, y'all. I'm trying to fix it. Okay, cool. Looks pretty but it's okay. Okay, cool. This is a roller liner. So this is definitely eyeliner liquid, but pen form. So yeah. Dang, seems messy. Okay. Hazel has a very cute wing that you barely notice it. So yeah, I'm gonna do a cute little tiny wing and call it a day. Let me see, I just wanna make sure I got it kind of right. And it's not the wing that goes, it goes up, but it's like down. She's almond eyes, so it kind of comes down a little bit. As someone who also has almond eyes, I come down on my eyeliner a little bit and then go out and up. Versus just going up because it's just gonna look like this. Whereas if you go down and up, it kind of fits your eye shape better. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do this. I'm gonna do one off camera and then I'll show you the other on camera. So her eyes are a little bit wider than mine, so I actually will be using a little bit of this pencil. This is just a white liner pencil. I got it from the beauty store, so you'll be hearing me say that sometimes. But yeah, just simple white, and I'm only gonna hit the outer corners with the white just because like I said, her eyes are just a little bit bigger than mine. Not too much though. But I'm gonna try to see if I can do. Y'all, I can't find my little thingy pad. That's fine, I'll use this one. That's fine. So I'll just take this just so I don't mess up my makeup. As you've seen, I've been trying not to, but I've been messing up my makeup a little bit, so I'm just gonna kind of take the back of this, that might be better, and then just kind of drag it. Try not to drag your hand, and then just kind of really hitting that waterline with a little bit of white on the outside, just because her eyes are a little bit bigger than mine. So we're gonna try to give that illusion that I have a similar eye shape to her. So we're just gonna kind of go back in here. Like I said, just hit that outer corner line. Oh, that one went a little bit too far, so and it's not as pungent, so I'm gonna just, again, just take it you really want to get more of the water line and less of that line that I got. So yeah, take it. Waterline. So yeah, just a little bit, just so I add it a little bit wider. And then she kind of goes in with like her normal kind of, I don't want to say skin tone kind of underneath. So I'm going to try to use like kind of a close tint and shadow underneath to kind of give that illusion about that orange under eye. So I'm going to finish out on the eyes. So she actually does have like an orangish tint underneath of her waterline. It's not really white. I could do white first, but I don't have to. This is my new palette anyway. I don't think new, but because it's called Pablo Girl. My last one was Pablo and it worked beautifully, so I'm not too concerned. Yeah. God, I really look kind of like her. Let me get one more. Maybe a little product coming out. Let's see if I can fix it. Just kind of beat that up a little bit. Let's see. We're gonna go back in with another contour stick, so I'm not too worried about it, but I'm just trying to get it. That's how it was perfect. So ignore me. So I'm back. I have my black liner pencil by Ioni. I think this is from a store too, but that's the brand name. And so now where we just were, you're gonna just take the liner and go a little bit below it, so that way it looks kind of like HAZEL, and you have like a cool little smudge liner. Like she's like really like throwing me back, because I used to always wear middle school, just wear liner. Like no, none of this, just liner. Liner and mascara, and I thought I was big hot shit. So, but we love it for our girlies. Everybody has learned their own time, so there's nothing wrong with that. So like I said, I'm kind of just gonna go in. Be careful, because mine, as you can see, is a little bit smudgy, my white part. So I'm just gonna kind of really try to get as close to that line as you can without overstepping and being too below. We don't want to win all the hard work that we did. Now her bottom liner only comes, let me make sure I got it right. Her bottom liner comes to a little bit right before her eye, like right, let me make sure, right before right there. So let's just kind of go like this, like right there. I don't know if I can see it, right there. See how I kind of went right there? Even then I still kind of smudged it a little bit, but that's okay. So we're gonna do it a little bit darker around here at least, get a little closer right here, and that's it. I'm actually gonna see if I can get a little bit off, yeah, because it's not that pungent. And then I'm gonna do the other side. So again, cut back, kind of mess up your makeup. Start here, and here's a little, it's a little bit, so I'm gonna let it smudge just a bit. Alright, I'm gonna go a little over than I wanted to originally, and then yeah, just right underneath, as close as you can get it. Again, we're not perfectionists, so you know, do your best, y'all. Perfect. Do it until you like it. And yeah, so now I'm gonna kind of bring it up a little bit. Same thing here, to bring it up just a little bit, just so it looks kind of like hers. Yay! Okay, cool. I'm just gonna do a little gold on the eye. She doesn't have much contour on the eyes. Let me see. Maybe let me use a different. I mean, you have to. She does have a little bit of contour, so you're just gonna kind of dry the contour a little bit, and yeah, and then put a little on the eye. But honestly, it's already kind of doing that contour thing that hers is doing, so I don't know if I want to do that. So here's my palette from Five Below. So nothing too crazy, and I'm just gonna use this cute little tiny brush. And I'm really gonna think I'm gonna want to do. It's like really bright. Like I'm trying to figure out the perfect shade. Actually, I'm gonna put it right by her and see which one comes up the best. Because honestly, your girl kind of low-key don't know. So if I zoom in, it's giving like a pinkish shade. So I think I'm gonna do either this one or this one. Maybe both. Or should I try this one? No, I think I'm gonna try this one. So I'm gonna start off with this one. Don't know if y'all can see. So I'm gonna start off with this one. It's already kind of pungent, so that's already out. Yeah, your girl, I'm gonna use some kind of I don't care. Like, your girl uses. Oh, makeup ain't got no name brand. Okay. So yeah. Oh, I like that. It's really blended out well. There you go. So now I'm just gonna kind of drag my eye down. Again, try not to mess up the makeup. And it kind of comes a little bit. So since I have this white liner kind of going on, I'm not gonna do too much. But I'm gonna try to get it to be like again like hers. So hers is. I think that's pretty much it. I think that's the color. I could say it probably could be a tiny bit maybe. No, I mean, I'm gonna go back in with the black liner to make it match more of her style. So I think this is her shade. I think it'll work out fine. I ain't gotta worry too much about it. So again, same thing. Something to not mess up your makeup. Kind of just pull it down a little bit, and then just fill her in as much as you can. I'm just getting better at this. I used to cry every single 5 seconds when I did it, but now I'm getting better. I guess my eyes getting used to it. And then again, I'm gonna come in just a little bit. There we go. Ooh, alright. Be careful if you have contacts. Be careful if you have contacts. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna do some cleaning up with the Fix It stick just because it kind of went a little overboard. So I'm just gonna kind of make that diamond shape that we talked about. So really just kind of like this and like this. Yeah, it kind of comes out a little bit to the side here. So I'm just gonna hit my sides of my nose. I've never done my nose contour series, y'all. I'm really trying my best. Okay, so we're just gonna kind of try to blend it out into that shade that she has. It's kind of a little bit lighter, but it's okay. So I'm gonna go back in with the white to really emphasize that. I think it kind of worked though. Yeah, that's more for no shape. She's got like I said, a diamond shape at the bottom. So I'm trying my best to get it kind of like hers. And then her highlight spot is still kind of in the middle. So we're just gonna there we go. Put it in the middle. Same thing, just to kind of really stick to the highlight of her nose. Alright. Okay. I kind of like the eyes that they are, so I'm not gonna have too much more. I am gonna do a shimmer. So this one I'm just gonna use my finger. She's got like a nice, like it looks almost really like gold. So I think I'm gonna try this one just because this one's a little. Actually, this one. Let's see. I think I'm gonna do this one. So I'm gonna just take my finger. You probably shouldn't use your finger, but I'm just gonna literally go right here, right in the middle. Sitting here, take my finger, and literally just go right here in the middle. Perfect. She got like a cute little highlight going on, so boom. Okay. So then I'm just gonna kind of blend that out. I forgot to blend out water. I'll use this brush. Okay. And then I'm just gonna let me see. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to. Oh no, that's not me. Right here. So we're just gonna kind of blend it out a little bit. I'm not gonna blend it out too much, but just enough. Just enough. think that's it. She's got like a cute like highlight. So just a cute little highlight. It's more like just her face being naturally like beautiful and lighted, but I'm gonna cheat a little bit and put a little highlighter because my girl, I'm just gonna make a little shadow. So yeah, I'm just really trying to get that middle because it's really not on the inside, so I'm just not, and I don't want to distract and kind of take away from that. So I'm trying to just blend it out as much as I can. Because I have a little more pungency to it, so I'm just gonna go back in and just have it one more time with the in the middle. Perfect. And I guess I'll just go in a little bit with the already kind of contour since it's not too much product up there, and just kind of really emphasize the darkness because she doesn't have any like brow like lightness too much. So I'm just gonna kind of go back in, yeah, like that. I'm really trying to emulate my girl. Okay, well, we're almost there, y'all. We're almost there. Okay, I will be back. Let me figure out what we're gonna do next. I think I'm gonna do blush. So, okay, so it's your girl's favorite part, blush. I'm so excited. I love blush. Okay, so Hazel doesn't have too much blush on. She's not like a full-blown blush girly. From what it's looking like, she just has some right here at the high point of her cheekbones. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I don't say the cheekbones, maybe apple the cheekbone. I can't remember. And I'm just gonna take it. I'm using the Juvia's Place. I love Juvia's Place. Juvia's Place, and it is volume 6. So it was Orange Blossom, so that's why I kind of have it just sitting there. So yeah. And I think this needs to actually be blended out right here. Just this part right here. Oh. That'll be okay. Alright, cool. So yeah, I'm getting a decent amount of product up there. Just kind of swirling it around, swooping it, patting it. Get a little bit of product up there. And then again, I'm just going to do a nice little boop. Hopefully that boop is like enough. Okay, and then I'm going to do a little boop here. Boop. And a little bit of boop. Done. I'm not actually done. Okay, now you're just going to blend it. Kind of smile a little bit. Try to see if you can keep it kind of consistent and then just kind of pat it back. You want to drag it back just a little bit. She's got some color to her face and I love it. So yeah, I'm just going to go kind of smile and really try to get that blush she's got going on. Because she does have blush on. So I'm using the NYX Professional Makeup Liner. I don't know how this is going to look yet because it looks like normal freckles on me, but since I'm a little bit deeper right now, I don't know how it's going to look on this, so we're going to try it out. So NYX, you did your big one because these freckles still came out pungent, so I like it. So we are going to use the NK, but for my lips, which is what I actually bought it for. So I'm just going to go a little bit over, at least on this part right here, just because she has like more, like I said, like a wider cupid's bow. Mine kind of goes, so I'm going to make mine hers, more like hers. And I'm just going to try to kind of follow the line that I already made. Yeah, so I'm just going to kind of follow the line I already made. And just overline my lips just a little bit. Sorry, y'all. So just a little bit. Okay, you kind of can see it. She doesn't have as harsh of a line. So I'm going to try to get as close as I can to it because it isn't as harsh. So I'm going to start off with the Maybelline New York Sensational Liquid Matte just to get a good base. Her lips are like this perfect color that I had, but for some reason I cannot find the lipstick, y'all. So I'm going to try to make it work. But I feel like this would be like a good start because she has like almost like a nude lip, but it's not like a nude lip. It's so partisan. So I'm just going to kind of go in. I think actually this might be it. And I'm going to try to get as close to the lip liner as I can because she doesn't really have lip liner on, even though, you know, as a fellow millionaire, I always rock some lip liner, but it's okay. So just get as close as you can. I'm talking about really, really close, as close as you can get. So I'm just going to, you want to kind of erase that line. That's kind of just a guideline. So yeah. Now top's a little bit darker, so I'm still going to start off with this and I might put another shade. I found it. Oh, so the color that I used for this, okay, so the color for the top lip to make it tiny darker is the e.l.f. Lip plumping pen. So before I use this, I am going to try to make a little bit more of her line, which is in here, for extra definition. So we're going to go over that. Like she has like this little bit of texture, like a little bit where, you know, kind of like, I don't say when your lips are kind of dry, it has like that texture. It does have a little bit. So I'm going to try to put a tiny bit of that with a dark brown shadow. So let me see if I can find one really quickly. This should do. And then I just take my, this one right here. I don't know what the proper use is for. I think it's for direction, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm just going to kind of really get a lot of product on there. Mix it honestly with a little bit of black because it is a little bit bright, as you can see. If you care about mixing your shades, then I wouldn't do this. I would just get something as close as you can. I don't care. And so it's like kind of a little bit more chocolatey. And then I'm just gonna literally go a little bit. You can kind of see my lips are already kind of cracking from the matte, so I'm just gonna kind of go really, 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 really deep into my like mouth. So I'm just gonna like kind of pat it a little bit. Again, you're just trying to get it similar, so don't hurt yourself. Trying to get it to be exactly like it. I'm just trying to give it that look of realism. I'll probably just extend her to those Cupid's area. So yeah, kind of around like Cupid's area. Patted it out. And like I said, the top looks a little bit darker. I found my elf. So it's elf and it's in the shade Wicked Cherry. This not come out like really cherry though. It's surprising. This kind of what it looks like outside. So it doesn't really come out like too cherry. But I'm just gonna put it on the top lip just a little bit. Because like I said, her top lip is just a tiny bit darker. So I'm just kind of... I'm trying not to pat, but it's okay. I patted it a little bit. It's okay. Now a little bit more because the black's a little bit more than I wanted on the bottom. So I'm just gonna kind of retrace it. Cool. I'm gonna add a few more freckles just because it's a little dry to me. So we're just gonna kind of go back in. At least just on this side. Cool. Alright, y'all. Looking pretty much done. Add a little bit of highlight right here on my high points. Yeah. So I'm gonna take my little pencil right here. I'm gonna use this one. So I'm gonna take this right here. And I'm gonna use a white. I saw it right here. Oh, it's literally the same color I have. So we just take this white right here and kind of add to the highlighting a little bit. It was long, so I'll just kind of get like a little. Oh, it's not there. I was like, I found it. Alright, okay. It's supposed to be down here, y'all. So I just got a little bit there. I'm gonna do a little bit on her spot right here on the nose. So I'm just doing a little. And then, of course, down the middle, she has it. Actually goes over the contour that we did a whole lot of work for, but it's okay. As well as you see, I have a little bit of freckles here, so I probably do this first, but it's okay. We're just gonna make it work. I got like a little, right there. I don't know what that was. Okay, very good. And then yeah, just kind of blend it out a little bit. Perfect. Yeah, I think that's the makeup portion. It's kind of crazy. Kind of like her. I don't like it. Honestly, just a lash in the dollar store. Like, just get you a lash that you like. And then I'm going to try to measure it as best I can. So just cut it. Oh, a little bit. Okay. I would cut it with better consistency than I just did. And then yeah, I'll just take this. Find my glue. I have a new one. I would open it so bad, but I think the old one is still working. So we're just gonna call it a day. Y'all, I lost my life. So yeah, this is the lash glue I'm using. It's from the not dollar store. This was already store too, but you know, it's one of those last size I think. Oh no, it's not. Came out with a whole clump of that, but it's sugar. So yeah, I take one. I'm just gonna look key, just kind of like place it. This one's longer towards the ends on the middle, so I'm gonna put this one on the right eye. And then this one's longer, so I'm gonna put it on the wait, guys. No, this one should be the right eye. Okay, this one's gonna be the left eye. Not even freaking even. No, they are. Interesting. Interesting. Let me put a little bit more for this one. Oh no, I think it's the same size. They're the same size. Why does it look like that? No, it's okay. I don't really need to ask questions. I just need to kind of finish. I did it without talking y'all's ears off. But we're gonna keep going, y'all. I'm trying to get better with it because it's working, but you know, like, I know y'all want like a full more in depth, like seeing me do each stroke kind of thing. So yeah. It's really cool though. I think I look kind of like her. I think her eye is a little bit thicker. So I'm gonna go ahead and make her eyes a little bit more smudgy while we're waiting on that to dry. I think I still have a pencil over here. Do I? Yes. Cool. So I'm just gonna go right here where the top wing is and kind of just smudge it out a little bit. I guess she's going through that kind of phase where it's like kind of smudgy a little bit. Because that's how my mine used to be when I was in middle school, a little smudgy. So we're gonna smudge it out a little bit. Oh, don't you cry! Sorry, y'all. Don't you cry! So I'm just gonna kind of smudge it out just a little bit. Really try to emphasize that she's like a little bit of a smudge liner, really. Okay, this one should be dry. Oh, I didn't put it on my eyes. Y'all, when you're doing it, put something on your eyes too. I don't mind, forgot. I don't dumb, but I just kind of forgot. I have a lot going on, okay? Take it easy. Take it easy on me. And then I'm just gonna kind of do it again. Like I said, it's only listening to the end, so I don't really need like the most. While we're here, let me do the other one too, y'all can forget. Okay, let me just. Y'all, I'm doing all this makeup and I'm literally like gonna do a couple pictures and I'm literally gonna take it all off. Well, I don't have to, but yeah, you don't want to break out and stuff, definitely take it off. Because you will break out. This is a lot of makeup. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of try my best to get it in there. Look down. Hold on, I'm just taking it really instead of just sitting here. Look down. And just press. Hold it there for a second. Let me see if I can grab it real fast. Because my things are really sticky. See, you see it kind of pulled it off, so my things are really sticky, so I already tried to clean them before y'all come to my neck being like, just clean them. I did. But yeah. I think it could be over a little bit more. We're just gonna kind of press it. Well, you see what I'm talking about? It just be sticking, y'all. It just be sticking. Just gonna get it in there. Let me see if I can step out the window. I'm gonna just try to see if I can push it in there. Get it. Oh, that's stuck in there. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's good. I'm not gonna do anymore. Don't be saying that on the camera. But yeah, y'all, I don't like it anymore, so I'm just gonna go ahead and finish it out. So same thing for this side. Let's just roll it down. Try to get it on the spot. Leave it for a second. Put this down and try to see if you can hold the lash in place. Okay, cool. So you see, that's where I kind of got there. Oh, it's a little wonky there. Cool. I think I got it. And then, notice that she's got a little bit more defined here, so I'm just gonna kind of try to piece her out a little bit. And then she has kind of like this chin thing going on, so I'm just gonna try to blend it as much as I can. And then because it's kind of like this highlight over it, and then I'm gonna try to bend that. So this is the final look. Yeah. A little bit more. Y'all see me picking. I will do to the end times. Let me see. So yeah. Yeah, and then she has a little bit of the mascara on the outside, so I'm gonna put a tiny bit of mascara on the outside. What are you doing? Why are you going up now? Your job is allowed just to be out here. So I'm just gonna improve the length of the light a little bit. So I'm gonna go back down, kind of just make it sharp. Cool. Just make it a little bit more pungent. Just wait till I come back with the full shebang out. Perfect. We're just gonna go with a little mascara. Okay, so this is the Essence Lash Princess mascara. I probably should use this. It's kind of big. It's meant for the upper lashes, but it's okay. I'm just gonna kind of go right on the outside. She doesn't have a lot, like everywhere's just really on the outside. So I'm really just gonna. You wanna see mascara face? What do you do? Mascara face. Okay, cool. Perfect. Hazel. Okay, some makeup. I think I did my girl justice.
Sorry, y'all. I'm in my bed. So basically, yeah, this is the final result. I loved it. I did a cute little tiny baby cosplay. I don't want to say it's like tiny baby cosplay because it did eat. I do definitely like. I'm such a perfectionist that I definitely would change some things and add some things. But I loved it. It's amazing. It was a great cosplay. Happy I got to play her. I did use Procreate to kind of like add more elements into it to get more like of her stuff since I didn't have enough time to fully cosplay and make all of her assets and stuff that she has in the game. So, but I loved it. You guys should go play South of Midnight. It's amazing. It's a great game. Not only is it a great game, but it's also revolutionary, seeing as it's one of the first RPGs to have a melanated girly like her. So, yeah, definitely go watch it. Go play the game, and yeah, that's really it. So, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. You know, your girl's gonna post more content. I plan on putting out more of the game as well as putting out more of gameplay, crafts, all the etc. My channel, like I said, is really focused on mainly games and crafts. So I look forward to seeing you guys next time. So peace out.